I think the offense, whoever's on offense goes first, defense goes second.
Kind of just, do the line, maybe then we'll do a play, maybe do the receiver, that kind of thing. Kind of like how they do with Monday Night Football. Because that's basically the kind of coverage we're doing here tonight.
545-6230 or visit their offices just north of Flow Ridge. You're listening to City High Football on the mighty 1630 KCPJ.
And we're back here at Bates Field as the two teams ready to take the field here. City High will be in the dark red. The Rams going to be in the, white, but they're also red and white.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, they're a little light, so they'll get the ball to start the second half. Wind, it's not a factor here in Iowa City. Full moon, perfect weather conditions for October in Iowa City. This is high school football at its finest right here. Just beautiful weather.
To get ready is number 33, and Alex Fisher kicks away for City High and kicks it right on over to Dubuque Senior and number 2, Jeff Hyatt. Hyatt takes the ball up the field, gets it up to about the 15-yard line, and he gets stopped immediately by the City High Little Hawks. And a nice job there by Tony Sturgill coming up with a nice tackle there.
Good coverage out there. Very good.
And City High looks good. I mean, already on the 15-yard line, good field position.
Yeah, that was only about a 10-yard return on the kickoff, as it was City High's defense swarming all over Hyatt, and Hyatt only up to the 15-yard line. Senior, first one to start on offense.
And it looks like Senior will set up. Dubuque Senior, first play, shotgun as quarterback, and number 5. That was Taylor Herbst. Really just nothing there as City High defenders quickly gather around him.
Yeah, that's a long night for Senior, I think, if they can't get the ball off in 2 or 3 seconds as a defense.
Yeah, that time Herbst looked like he was going to look down. Defense on the receivers, and Herbst had nowhere to go, and he took a yard loss as he was sacked on the play.
And this time it's second down, 11:22 on the clock, just getting underway at Bates Field. City High, Dubuque Senior on 1630 KCJJ. Herbst will hold on, no, hand it off. He hands it off, gets it up into the hands. It looks like maybe Benda, John, got the ball in that one, but just nothing there. And looks like Dubuque Senior will have third down and a long ways to go.
The defense is keying in on that offense pretty good.
Yeah,
clogging up the middle while the run is just not working as well as they may have thought it would.
Charlie Benda, a 5'10 junior, 175 pounds, and he was stopped for no gain. So 3rd and 10, already deep in their own territory for Dubuque Senior.
And it looks like into the hands of Taylor Herbst. He'll get the hike, put it up, and he's going to hold on to it. He's going to try to find a receiver, decides to carry it. He's not going to have enough, though, for a first down, although he's still on his feet. But, John, I don't think it's going to make it. Do you think so?
It's going
to be real close. That second effort there by Herbst, he pretty much was stopped, but, boy, I don't think they got it.
Short.
Looks like a yard short. He gained 13. They needed 14, and City High defenders held on. And Dubuque Senior looks like they're getting ready to punt.
Well, City High's defense ranked second in the MVC for defense, so they showed that pretty well on that first series.
And Luke Kalb, 225, 6'3", the senior, going to be out there to punt. And City High getting ready to receive.
Kalb about 33 yards per punt.
And City High, Little Hawks grab the ball. With it, it's Rocca. Rocca's still got on his feet. He's going to get up to the 40-yard line on City High side. Only 40 yards to go, basically, John.
Yeah, that was a nice play, as it was Rocca with about a 15-yard gain on the punt.
And so just 1st and 10, City High will set up on the Dubuque Senior 40-yard line. And so just 40 yards to go, and City High is on the scoreboard. We got 9:57 on the clock, 0-0 this well as we get started here in the first quarter. We're going to expect a longer halftime because, of course, that's homecoming. That means the Kings and the Queens and all that fun stuff. And also it's homecoming festivities all over the place with the Little Hawks. As City High sets up, takes a nice pass and a reception by the Little Hawks. Looks like about a 6-yard gain as the Little Hawks came up with a nice play. As quarterback Ryan Kennedy found Scott Knight, and Knight made a nice catch and about 6 yards. So it looks like it's about 2nd down and 4 to go.
And the tackle is on Jeff Hyatt. Hyatt, the defensive back, making the tackle. Good tackle by Hyatt. Otherwise, it might have been a touchdown.
And the Little Hawks getting ready to set up another play. 2nd down and 4 for the Little Hawks. And looks like Little Hawks setting up in a nice formation, moving it on the Little Hawk side, and the pass is caught from number 82, John. Check that. That is Scott Knight once again. And Knight, 2 receptions, 2 in a row. The senior, 6'2", 181 pounds, as Dubuque Senior has a guy down. And also a flag has been thrown on the play as well. Looks like maybe...
That's an offensive 10-yard penalty. The injured Ram was Kurt Weinschenk, a 5'10 senior, and he's walking off the field pretty slow. So one of those Ram legs are a little battered up on the field for Weinschenk, so he's going to have to take a seat on the bench and try to get everything back in order.
Long snap for Little Hawks as City High has another guy open. First down, Little Hawks. Nice catch there. It was number 15, Tony Sturgill, the senior, 6'2", and he put his long arms up and got the pass right to him, and a first down. And a nice gain there by the Little Hawks.
I think it's going to be a really, really rough game for Dubuque Senior if they can't get any pressure on the quarterback. Quite open receivers. Could be tough.
Yeah, the City High offensive line has really gelled together. That first game of the year, they just didn't have it against Xavier, but good coaching staff and players wanting to work have gotten that offensive line a lot stronger and a lot quicker. It was a Hyatt on the tackle again for Senior.
And the Little Hawks moved a little early, it looked like, and whistles blown, penalties on the field. Little Hawks, at this point, you guys haven't handed it off yet. I mean, they've passed every single time here, and I think that's thrown Dubuque Senior off just a little bit. But as far as timing goes, 5-yard penalty on the Little Hawks for illegal procedure.
That's really the only thing that's hurt City High right now is just a couple penalties.
City High's passing offense is a double of its rushing yards so far, this season. So I think they maybe look to pass a little bit more than run to start off the game, get a rhythm together early.
Little Hawks, Dubuque Senior, 0-0, first quarter, 8:19 on the clock, and we're ready for another play. As looks like another long snap for the Little Hawks, as Ryan Kennedy will get the ball. Kennedy looking for another pass, has a guy open, and it's blocked away. Nice job by Dubuque Senior on that one.
Yeah, Jeff Hyatt, he is their defensive back that has made 3 nice plays, and that one, he batted the ball away around the 5-yard line, and if he didn't get that hand out there, it would have been a touchdown for City High, so good defense by Hyatt.
And they're on their 24-yard line. First quarter, 8:06 on the clock.
Dubuque Senior with a 4-man line and 2 blitzers.
And the Little Hawks have the ball. They'll take a pass, and that one incomplete, right off the hands of the Little Hawks, and Rocket trying to get it, John, but just couldn't get his hands on it. And again, good defense once again.
Yeah, that time Dubuque Senior, they had the 4-man front. Then they put 2 of their linebackers in blitz, and it was Fairchild and Mike Anderson with the blitz, and they almost got to the quarterback for City High.
Minutes on the clock left here in this first quarter. Third down, 15 to go. City High on the Dubuque Senior 24-yard line, potentially in field goal range. Third down. As Ryan Kennedy will get the ball. He's got a guy open in the end zone. Missed a little too much as the Little Hawks trying to get it into the hands of number, looked like 83 there, and that was, looked like Grenko.
Yeah, he had it. He was wide open. The
chance there as the Little Hawks will set up for the field goal as Alex Fisher.
About a 42-yarder. 41-yard officially.
Call it a 41. 41-yard field goal attempt on a 4th down on the ball on the 24. Ball down. Fisher's kick up.
Oh,
that
wow.
one looks strong. It's good. No, just to the left.
He had a lot of foot in that ball, but just went wide from the goalpost. So Dubuque Senior holds on the defense. City High will now set up on defense.
And, wow, that one was close. City High, again, I like the aggressiveness of the Little Hawks there as far as mixing it up, as far as, doing some passing.
They never even handed the ball off, did they?
No run.
Yeah.
No run. No rushing. So that's put a lot of pressure on Dubuque Senior, and that'll catch up later on in the ball game as Dubuque Senior, if they're running all over the place, they're going to wear down.
And so Dubuque Senior will set up on their offense. City High on the defense. 7:50 on the clock left here in this first quarter. It's City High and Dubuque Senior 0-0. As you're listening to 1630 KCJJ, Dubuque Senior flips the ball off, tries to run it up the middle, and not much there for the Little Hawks once again there.
City High defense very much. They're homing in on that runner right off the bat.
Yeah, Charlie Benda in motion. He took the pitch, and City High swarmed on the defense, and Benda no yards.
On defense once again. Second down, 10 to go, as the ball's on the 20-yard line after the miss from the field goal attempt by the Little Hawks. 7:16 on the clock moving. And Dubuque Senior on the offense. They'll try a quick handoff. They'll get just a few yards as Taylor Herbst handed it off. And just not much there. And so it'll be 3rd down and 10. Ball still about on the 20. I don't think they got anything out of that.
They
whole
haven't gotten
deal.
anything.
Maybe 2.
I'll give them 2 on the play. It's 3rd and long again, and City High is keeping that ball deep in Dubuque's territory, so Dubuque needs to get this ball out of their side of the field, or City High is going to have great field position again.
John, let's talk about that Cubs score. What do we got here?
It is 2-0 in the bottom of the second.
2-0, and Cubs are winning. All right. 6:34 on the clock left here in this, and looks like a quarterback keeper, and there is nothing there. Iowa City High just absolutely mauled Taylor Herbst behind the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be 4th down and a loss of about 3 yards on the play. So with 6:19 on the clock, 4th down it is, and looks like once again it is Dubuque Senior punting this ball. And it looks like, check it, Luke Kalb will set up to punt the ball away. And Little Hawks will have a couple of guys ready to try to get the ball. And this ball is off. And it looks like Iowa City High, and they do come up with it. That's number 20, Nick Molenbrook. Molenbrook was still on his feet, gets up, and he gets up into Dubuque Senior territory. In fact, with this all said and done, looks like City High will start the ball off at about the 32, maybe 31-yard line.
Yeah, that was a good punt return.
Molenbrook with about a 15 to 20-yard punt return along the Dubuque Senior sideline, and Molenbrook sets up City High's offense in great field position.
And with 5:49 on the clock left here in this first quarter, 0-0 the score. It is going to be City High starting play on the offense. 1st and 10, ball on the 32-yard line.
Well, City High's got 3 receivers on the bottom of the picture.
And the Little Hawks starting things out. They tried that screen,
John.
That
was a nice-looking play. If that would have been caught,
that would have been something good. But there's a flag on the play, and what maybe happened here is the ball missed the receiver and then hit one of the linemen who are up ahead as they're setting up that middle screen. And so there could be an illegal receiver. Let's check and see if that ball hit him.
Let's see if official Nugel is correct on this one. The 5 officials are deciding if that was the call.
Nope, they're going to say
no penalty.
They're going to say no penalty after all when it's all said and done.
I think you're right. I think
that's what it was.
They're looking at, because the ball cannot hit a lineman. It has to hit an offensive receiver or running back
and
first.
And it may have just
been
tipped just a little bit by the receiver. Just couldn't get anything on it. And that was an interesting play by the Little Hawks. Just not much.
Yeah, they had 3 receivers on the bottom, and then they threw an inside middle of the field screen, and it just didn't work.
Looks like this might be the first run of the night.
And it is, as the City High Little Hawk will take a ball up the middle. It's number 22, and Phil Kinney is still on his feet. He's up into the 20, maybe 15, and checking about the 12-yard line. Nice run by the Little Hawks. First down for the Little Hawks as well, as it was, again, Phil Kinney. Kinney coming up with a great play.
Yeah, Phil Kinney's averaging 4.1 yards per carry. I think that's quite a bit more than the 4.1 to start it off.
Yeah, that was a 19-yard gain. 19 yards on the run.
And a 1st and 10 for the Little Hawks, as they'll have the ball on the 13-yard line of Dubuque Senior. City High once again threatening, and they've got a 1st and 10 to work with.
But you see what happens when you pass and then all of a sudden throw a run in there. It messed up, and Dubuque Senior looks like they might have jumped off sides, as it was big old number 77, Tony Summer, the nose guard, might have got a little too happy feet down there and got called for the offsides, and that's the call. So Tony Summer, the guilty party there for Dubuque Senior.
And the whistle's blown, and you're exactly right, John. It looks like now City High will be on about the 12-yard line with the 1st and 5 to go after that penalty.
Boy, 1st and 5 from the 7. Boy, you have a open playbook here. You could call anything in the playbook right now.
And it looks like Kennedy's going to kind of flip it over to Kinney. Kinney still on his feet. Touchdown, Little Hawks.
Untouched that time. Woo! And City High on the scoreboard at the 5:02 mark.
That's what you want to see.
And that was all set up by a nice punt return by Nick Molenbrook, who ran that punt 21 yards down the field. and it's a 32-yard drive for City High.
Tell you, they're opening up that line really fast. They're going to be able to score a lot tonight if Dubuque can't plug that hole up.
Yeah, that was just the Dubuque just didn't have anybody even touch the City High runner there.
Little Hawks extra point. That looks very good, and it certainly is. Alex Fisher gets the score, and the Little Hawks are up 7-0 with 5:02 on the clock. We'll go ahead and keep it here. You know, the Little Hawks, you're looking at that offense. There's some...
That's the way they play through. Is City High is averaging about 320 yards a game, while Dubuque Senior is giving up about 330 yards a game. So I think
That's about right, doesn't it?
It's about evenly statistically across the board for both teams of what they give up and what they get.
One of the worries that I had about City High coming into tonight's ball game, you had a real big game last week against West High. You always have to worry about just a little bit of a letdown. But starting out this ball game, the coaching staff, Dan Sabers, has gotten his team ready to play tonight.
And the kickoff, boy, another nice kick by the Little Hawks and Alex Fisher. And Dubuque Senior still on their feet. That one stopped. Looks like maybe about the 20-yard line.
Yeah, Jeff Hyatt took that ball around about the 3-yard line and got the ball up to around the 20-yard line. So Dubuque Senior, who has not converted on a first down yet, this will be their third time on offense. City High has let them gone 3-0 both times. So Dubuque Senior needs to work the ball down the field and get something going here.
Absolutely.
It's going to be a long 3.5 quarters.
It was a nice stop there by Pat Griffin and Greg Allmeyer, and making Dubuque Senior start the ball right at their own 20. And they've got a long ways to go with 4:55 in the clock left here in this first quarter. It's 7-0. Little Hawks on top. And Dubuque Senior trying to flip the ball. A nice little pass, but not going to get a whole lot out of it. As Dubuque Senior and number 44, they just wasn't much there.
Luke Kalb took that fluttering pass from Taylor Herbst and give him 5 yards on the reception. And so Dubuque Senior now 2nd and 5.
But City High looks like the aggressor tonight on offense and defense right now. They're being very aggressive at the ball on defense as well as offense.
We got 4:22 on the clock left here in this first quarter.
Now we have a weird offensive set here. We got 3 receivers on the bottom of the picture behind each other. We got Kalb and Hyatt.
And now here's the play. Well, you know what, John? I didn't even get it off, and City High's defense was already in the backfield, and a sack by the Little Hawks. Boy, did they just absolutely eat up Taylor Herbst on that one, and it's going to be a loss. And looks like now maybe Josh Koppel on the defense.
Made the tackle on that play. Senior trying to do a little razzle-dazzle, and no razzle, no dazzle. It was another sack, and now it's 3rd and 11 for Dubuque Senior, and they have got to figure out a way to get some yardage, or it's going to be a long night for this ball club, only averaging 7 points a game.
And once again, Dubuque Senior will start play. 3rd down, quarterback keeper. He's going to move it up the middle and not going to get enough for a first down. And once again, the City High D comes through with very, very strong defense for the Little Hawks, and it's going to cause another 4th down as Dubuque Senior got the ball only up to about the 19-yard line when it was all said and done, checking about maybe the 26, maybe 26, 27-yard line when it's all said and done. And City High's defense and Tyson Worth really put it to good use there. And once again, it's Dubuque Senior punting the ball.
Yeah, Luke Kalb got a bounce to him and just got that ball away.
Ball was off to Rocca.
And Rocca's got the ball. He's going to move up. He's on the 50. Check at 45 up to the 43 as he moves into Dubuque Senior territory. And the Little Hawks up by 7 with 2:38 on the clock, looking very strong. There is a flag on the play, and we'll check and see what it is. Maybe a hold, and that is exactly it. They're going to call a holding on City High as it was Rocca trying to work it up the field, and where the flag is located, it looks like, my guess, let's see what they're going to call. There is a holding on the Little Hawks, and they're going to just be pushed back here, and it looks like they're going to be back in their own side of the field.
For the first time tonight. Should I do my official voice there?
Yeah.
Holding on the return. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down, City High.
You know, you should do that every time we have a penalty.
Should I?
Yeah, I like that.
Sounds very professional,
It
that's
does,
for sure.
very much so.
I have to turn the microphone up a little bit.
All right, the Little Hawks on the offense. With it is Ryan Kennedy. He's going to pass it off a little bit low, and not enough, and an incomplete pass. They've been trying to get the ball, John, into the hands of Michael Sabers, but the defense really prevailed on that one. Sabers, boy, he had some room there, but the ball just a little bit short, Ben.
Getting a little bit more penetration on the quarterback, maybe throwing a little short. It's fourth straight incompletion.
And Luke Cal, low pressure on the quarterback that time, making him throw the ball to Sabers a little before he wanted to. And Luke Cal, it looks like Calb and Hyatt are their two key players on the defense.
Second down and 10 on the ball on the 48. Little Hawks are going to hand it off. With it, it's Phil Kinney. Kinney got a nice move right on the City High side here, and looked pretty good. Although maybe a nice hit. He's kind of shaking that one off. But boy, that was a nice run, and maybe just about 2 more yards to go for a first down.
Not tackling very well on the defensive side. It seems like he's able to get that penetration and just move his legs, keep it going.
Shoestring tackle by Derek Frost, the 5'10 junior.
And the Little Hawks will have third down, 2 to go. Ball on the 44 on the Dubuque Senior side. And with it, Little Hawks, they've got a first down. They've got more. That's Kinney. He's on the sideline. He's moving up the field. He's up to the 10-yard line. Great run by the Little Hawks.
They really sealed him off on the side, on the right side there. The offense did a good job protecting, allowing him to get on the outside and run for a good gain.
Wow, did he get on that outside in a hurry. And he had just daylight right towards that end zone, and they got the ball up to about exactly where I thought. Maybe about
9-yard line?
9-yard line.
35 yards on the run there. And they're just Dubuque Senior that time just had no chance. It was the right side of City High's offensive line just shut down the Rams, and all
like
11 players
tonight.
all 11 players for
offensive
Dubuque
line.
Senior had no chance.
Minute 29 on the clock. Little Hawks the ball. With it is Kinney. He's up the middle. Touchdown, Little Hawks. Woo!
And what a great block down the field by Tyson Worth to help City High get that touchdown. And now it's 13-0 with the 1:24 to play.
Boy, they made that look easy, absolutely easy. And City High with 13 on the board and making it hopefully about 14 after the kick here. Wow, the Little Hawks and Phil Kinney, he had that great block, easy up the middle, blew the hole open, and a touchdown for the Little Hawks, and make it 14 as the extra point good by Alex Fisher. And like that, with a minute 24 on the clock left here in this first quarter, it's Iowa City High 14 and Dubuque Senior 0. We'll go ahead and keep it here.
One of that's this part of the schedule that's just tough to get some wins. And Taylor Herbst, the 6-foot quarterback, he's looks like he's gonna get a lot better as he learns the system, and he'll have all next year to get her all put together.
And the Little Hawks ready to kick the ball off. With it, it's Alex Fisher, and Fisher boots it away, and we're ready for Dubuque Senior. See if they can get something started. Ball kicked up to about the 3-yard line. Dubuque Senior still on their feet, and wow, what a hit there.
Tremendous hit.
Dubuque Senior's Jeff Hyatt was running the ball, and he kind of tried to jump up, and that was a bad idea. And the Little Hawks quickly gather around him, and it looks like that ball did not go very far. And maybe about the 20-yard line is where Dubuque Senior is going to start things out.
Yeah, that time Hyatt got the ball about the 3-yard line, ran it to the 20. So that's where they've started all 4 times now on offense. Dubuque Senior, just they need to get some first downs now, or it's going to get ugly. They're already down 14. No reason to panic yet, but you've got to get some offense going here if you're Dubuque Senior.
Minute 16 on the clock as Dubuque Senior will set up their offense. Taylor Herbst will be behind the center, and a handoff, and that one still on their feet. It's Dubuque Senior, and maybe the fullback on that one, John, Joe Birds.
Dave
Joe Rocco with the tackle on that play. Seems to be
who did they give that ball to?
Dave Fessler. He just entered the ball game. Dave is a 5'8 senior, number 25. Dave Fessler.
Dave Fessler.
And give him 5 yards on that run off to the right side.
I don't know if rushing will be the best idea for Dubuque Senior this evening. They're not even in the top statistical 20 with any rushers, so it might be a little difficult for them to run up the middle tonight.
And we've got 38 seconds on the clock left here in this first quarter. Second down and 5, ball on the 25, and that ball handed off from Taylor Herbst, got it over to Charlie Benda. Benda didn't get much, maybe a few yards, and it's going to be third down for Dubuque Senior. I think this will probably be the last 1-minute timeout. When we come back, we will talk more. It's Iowa City City High up on Dubuque Senior. Homecoming night for the Little Hawks up here at Bates Field in Iowa City. With your score, City High 14 and Dubuque Senior 0. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. We'll be back after this on 1630 KCJJ. Style coverage, which means basically we call it like the fans do. You know, and that's how we do it. So, and at halftime, we'll be talking about some of the great Hall of Fame inductees into Little Hawk Hall of Fame, as it is homecoming style. 2003 here from Bates Field and the City High football team, and we're ready to start play, and it's second quarter, and real quickly it's knocked away. It was a nice pass from Taylor Herbst, but just not much there.
Scott Knight was right on the ball. He was able to actually make sure that ball would be caught.
Yeah, that time Jeff Hyatt about 25 yards downfield, just good defense by City High, and guess what? 3 and out again for the 4th time for Dubuque Senior. And it's going to be Luke Kalb, who's going to have a tired right foot by the time this night's over. If he's going to punt, he's already on his 4th punt.
Yeah, Rocca's back and receive the punt.
And there's the punt, and that's who, well, no, City High trying to grab onto it, but couldn't quite hold on to it. It was Joel Rocca, but now he has the ball. He's on the 30-yard line, and that is all he's going to get up to, as a nice job there by Dubuque Senior.
Yeah, Luke Kalb with a nice punt that time. It got a nice Dubuque Senior bounce, and Kalb with a great punt of about 45 yards.
And Kenny Schmeichel coming up at place, and it looks like City High will have the ball. 11:39 on the clock left here in this first half. 1st and 10 for the Little Hawks on their own 28. And with the ball for City High, quarterback Kennedy. He passes it up, gets a nice catch there by Iowa City High's number 15. He's still on his feet, you guys, and I'll tell you what, it was Tony Sturgill coming up with a great catch.
Yeah, he came up with a very, very nice catch. The problem with Dubuque seems to be they're a little lax on the receivers.
Finn had to make the tackle farther down the field, and all of a sudden, Dubuque Senior back getting the defense pounded to him again.
Little Hawk first down, and they'll be on the Dubuque Senior side on the 48-yard line, as Kennedy will get the long snap. He's got a guy open. City High wide open, number 82, and still on his feet.
Scott Knight with another beautiful catch. On the right side, left side, Senior is just laxing off that ball 10 yards. Kennedy with another completion is officially now 5 for 9.
14-0, and John, the defense still not there.
No, Joe Birds with the tackle, but when Joe Birds is the defensive back, yeah, that's not who you want to make the tackles with. You want the defensive lineman to start making some tackles, but the City High offensive line is doing such a great job keeping City High able to just pick their spots wherever they want to throw the ball to.
And the Little Hawks, another 1st and 10 on the Dubuque Senior 29. And Kennedy barely gets it off, but gets it into the hands of City High's number 22, Phil Kenny. Man, did he get clobbered right at the last second, though. It was Kennedy passing it off, and he's trying to shake it off as he really got pounded, but got the ball off, and a great gain for the Little Hawks.
Kenny, boy, he's passing the ball all over the place. Not even using his main receiver, Grenko. Tons of other passes to Knight, Sturgill, and Kenny. Wide open. Great hold back there by Kennedy. Able to get rid of the ball.
And it was a great pass.
34 yards again. Now City High is all the way down inside the 15. Colt Fairchild almost got to Kennedy, but just didn't get there in time.
And so City High set up play. Another first down. They'll pass it off on the Dubuque Senior side, and it is number 22, Kenny, almost getting it in. He got it in. All right, Little Hawks, once again, they did a nice little screen on the far side, and it looked really good, Ben.
It looked very nice, very well put together. They were able to keep them open like they have been all night, and it leads into another 7 points.
And it is 20 for the Little Hawks, and hoping to make it 21 with just over 10 minutes to go left here in this first half, and City High already up 3 scores, John.
Yeah, Phil Kenny, 3 touchdown plays already in this ball game, and that's where the points have come from tonight.
And that is good as well. And it's City High 21, Dubuque Senior 0. We'll go ahead and take a 30-second timeout. When we come back, Casey JJ.
Did you react like this when you got your last auto repair bill?
That works better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's City High versus Dubuque Senior. 10:02 on the clock left here in this first half. In the second quarter, it's City High 21, Dubuque Senior 0. And so far, so good. A pretty homecoming for this City High Little Hawk football team, and they're ready to kick off the ball once again. And Alex Fisher will set things up. Looking at that baseball score, John, what do we got?
It is 2-1 Cubs, bottom of the third.
Come on, Cubbies. All right.
Jeff Hyatt deep for the Rams as he's taken the kickoff so far, but has not been able to get past the 20-yard line.
And here's the kick from Fisher, and he pops it up.
That's a live ball.
It's going to get around, and it's going to go out of bounds. Boy, I tell you, he only kicked it up about,
he had him fooled.
20, maybe 30 yards, and it was straight up in the air.
Game this whole first half. Still 10 minutes to play in the first half.
And it's 1st and 10, ball on the 35. Dubuque Senior will start up play, trying to get something going. But this Little Hawk defense has just been incredible this evening, and looks like once again there is nothing there. It was number 5, Taylor Herbst, and there was just nobody open.
Yeah, Luke Kalb looked at, he was the intended receiver, fell down, and he thought he was grabbed on the play, but no flag, and so 2nd and 10 for Dubuque Senior.
And great defense by the Little Hawks.
Not extremely fooled by any of the plays so far the Senior's been able to have.
9:57 on the clock. City High 21, Dubuque Senior 0. 2nd down and 10, ball on the 35.
Guess how many first downs Dubuque Senior has in this ballgame? What the little boy shot at?
I'd take a guess of none.
Yeah. All right, Dubuque Senior setting up, and it looks like a nice long snap once again.
Shotgun formation.
And Dubuque Senior, Taylor Herbst, using up some clock. I don't know why, but did anyway. And a screen pass. They get the ball off, and the ball up the middle, and still on their feet. It's number 25 for Dubuque Senior.
Yeah, that was the best offensive play of the night, as it was Dave Fessler taking that pass from Taylor Herbst.
First down.
At the 9:40 mark in this second quarter.
21-0, 1st and 10, ball on the City High side of the 45-yard line. Yes, Dubuque Senior trying to get something going here. And the Rams offense will hand off, and there is absolutely, positively not a whole lot there for the Rams.
Now, Dave Fessler took that, he was only back in the backfield, took that ball and didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage, as it's a loss of 1 on the play for Dave Fessler.
Mike Sabers.
Ball on the 45 as the Rams offense once again setting up shop.
It looks like Senior in a wishbone formation with only 1 receiver, 3 men in the backfield.
And it's Taylor Herbst getting the ball and going to pass it off. And they quickly work it up the field. They got it in the hands of Jeff Hyatt, and they got maybe 7, maybe 8 yards.
Yeah, nice play that time, as it was a quick pitch out to Jeff Hyatt on the right side, and give him some positive yards there. About 7 yards on the play. Make it 3rd and 3 for Dubuque Senior.
Sturgill with the tackle there. A nice little pass. City High's defense seems to be holding well. Let's see what they can do on this 3rd down.
3rd down and 3. Ball on the 38-yard line. 8:15 on the clock left here in this first half against City High 21, Dubuque Senior 0.
Sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a good start. You know, it'd be nice to. I'd love. Here's a penalty on the play, but it would then a delay game.
I get to be Mr. Official.
Okay, here we are. Brother John has the official call.
Dead ball. 3rd down signal with the hand. I need to use my hands.
Yeah, we need video in here.
How about a yellow flag?
We get Bob Dane in here to give us some video of John as the official. And Dubuque Senior going to pass the ball, and you know what? There was absolutely nobody even going to be able to come up with that ball.
Taylor Herbst looking for his favorite receiver, Jeff Hyatt, way down about the 10-yard line. 4th and 8. They'll have to punt from their own 45.
And Luke Kalb will be punting the ball away for the Little Hawks.
Rocca, excuse me, in the backfield once again, looking back to receive the punt.
And they're going to let that ball roll right into the end zone, and that's where that ball ends up. It was a nice punt. Got it all the way into the end zone, and so City High will start play
this evening.
And the Little Hawks ready to set up some shop here. And it's Kennedy going to be behind old Nate Mueller. And Kennedy will hand it off. He'll get the ball, and they'll get it up into, let's see who has it. Looked like, I didn't even see who ran that ball up there. Looked like it was just this little tiny guy in there.
83.
And Greg Altmaier, I believe.
You think it was Altmaier?
83.
Yeah, I think that's, well, no, Grenko's in there, too.
I
Boy,
think
they
it was
snuck that in
Altmaier.
Give the tackle to Luke Cow while you figure out who made the run there. It looked
Yeah,
like
who was
it
that?
was the 83. 83 for City High.
I thought maybe it was like Fisher or something like that in there. I don't think we'll have to
Well, it was
watch a little
positive
closer.
yards. It was a 10-yard
Boy, he's a
gain.
little tiny guy. Boy, he can run, though. And City High's going to pass it. This time it's good. And with it, number 42, Tyson Worth coming up with the ball. And, man, did he get a first down and a whole lot more.
Yeah, he's made his last 5 completions that he's thrown the ball out. And once again, that outside pass.
You see that guy back there for the Little Hawks? That's number 37, Andrew Taylor. That's the little guy that got that ball 2 plays ago, who figured it out.
There you go.
6:55 on the clock, 1st and 10 for the Little Hawks. And they'll try to run it up the middle this time. Dubuque Senior reads it all the way. And, man, did they have a stone wall there.
Yeah, Chris Holman on the tackle, the 240-pound senior.
Tyson Worth was with the carry.
And just not much at all, maybe a yard, and that's what they'll mark it. 2nd down and 9. Ball in the 47-yard lines of the City High Little Hawks. 6:31 on the clock left here in the first half.
That's one of the few tackles that the defensive line have made tonight for Dubuque Senior. Usually it's their defensive backs making the tackles. So good play that time by Chris Holman.
And so here we are, another play. 2nd down and 9, ball in the 48. Little Hawks have it. And they'll try to hand it off. Nope, decides to keep it. Now a pass. And it's Little Hawks. Nice catch. Not going to get a whole lot of yards. They found their fullback in Tyson Worth. But really not a whole lot of yards there, Ben.
Kennedy looks very comfortable out there passing the ball. He drops back and throws it at his leisure when he sees that it looks like it can be something worth getting.
And tackled that time by Charlie Benda. One of the line down situation coming for the Little Hawks.
3rd down and 6, ball on the 49. Second quarter score, City High 21, Dubuque Senior 0, and the Little Hawks trying to come up with a first down. It's Taylor. He's trying to run up and maybe gets 2 yards, maybe 3. It's not enough for a first down, and the Little Hawks going to have to get ready to do some punting there.
That's
Back to receive the punt, as it'll be the first punt of the night for City High. And now Jeremy Heffel comes back to also maybe
And
catch
number
the ball.
81, Brent Jen, going to be punting the ball away for the City High Little Hawks, and he punts it up, maybe gets it inside the 25, and that's where it's going to end up, about the 23-yard line. And Dubuque Senior will start play. A nice little pooch punt. I don't think he wanted to get it all the way into the end zone.
No,
Maybe
that was
that's
like
just
a,
high school punting.
That was like a Tiger Woods chip shot as it just kind of got on the green and then spun back.
Yeah.
We'll see if City High defense continue to do what it's done all night, which is stop and stifle Senior's offense.
I'm surprised I didn't see D.R. Iman in there punting away, but that wasn't the case. And Brent Jen, the junior, came up with a nice punt. Got the ball within the 25-yard line. They mark it on the 24, and that's where Dubuque Senior will start play. 1st and 10. We got 4:44 on the clock left here in this first half. It's a shotgun formation for Dubuque Senior.
5
Man in
receivers,
motion.
no backs.
And Dubuque Senior trying to come up with a pass, and that one blocked away. Nice job by the Little Hawks.
And Josh Copel was right up in his face. I think he rushed that pass just a bit, just enough to not make that completion happen.
Yeah, that time they had 5 receivers, Dubuque Senior did, 3 on the bottom of the picture, 2 on the top. And what happened was they looked like they had Jeff Hyatt as one of the receivers, along with one of the other ones. I didn't get the number.
You didn't see. It wasn't that
But it was
little
incomplete.
37, was it?
It was incomplete, and
Andrew
now,
Taylor, maybe?
and now it's 2nd and 10.
It's hard to find out there. And it's 2nd down and 10. And,
Oh!
it's thrown away. It's Sabers. He intercepted. Sabers intercepts. Sabers intercepts. It's a touchdown.
Copel again was up in his face. I think it blocked his view, and once again, City High's defense comes up big.
Michael Sabers came up with a tip, and boy, did he hold on. I'm glad he understands how to catch a ball. He knows how to do it on the offense. He did it on the defense, and the Little Hawks score on a great interception by University of Iowa future star Michael Sabers.
And he gets a handshake from Daddy Dan Sabers, and Coach Sabers liked that play, as it was all Michael Sabers tipping that ball to himself and galloping in the end zone. A 24-yard interception.
And the point after attempt is good. And like that, City High 28, Dubuque Senior 0. We'll go ahead. 28-0. Iowa City High. That play just, that last play it didn't develop anything for Dubuque Senior. Sabers, I think, read the whole thing the whole time. He certainly had good teaching there.
Mm-hmm.
And man, he just read it, came up with the ball, came up with the nice interception. And the kickoff for the Little Hawks. And Dubuque Senior will come up with the ball. And taking it up the field, still on his feet, is Dubuque Senior and Jeremy Heffel. And Heffel comes up with a great run, gets it up almost past the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's that game with the looks like a football, but it's the Australian rules football thing.
Scrum?
Yeah.
Scrum.
Yeah,
S-C-R-U-M.
Yeah.
Scrum.
Alex Smith with the tackle.
Did
for
that
City
in
High.
gym class.
Did you really play scrum?
Well, it's a
nice
scrum.
pass, and now the ball up the middle and completed by Dubuque Senior. I was so worried about figuring out what scrum was. I missed the 6-yard play, maybe
And,
7.
Alex Fisher with the tackle for City High.
Yeah, it looked like
it up. 28-0, Iowa City High on top for this homecoming night up here at Bates Field in Iowa City. You're listening to 1630 KCJJ. Thank you very much for doing so. As Dubuque Senior just trying to get some first downs. They only have one on the night here so far, and this time not going to get a whole lot of yards for Dubuque Senior. Dubuque Senior will have 3rd down and 3 to go. Ball on the 48-yard line, their side of the field.
1 back, 3 receivers.
And they're going to try a quarterback sneak, and it's going to be enough without any doubt. It looks like they got maybe 2, maybe 3 yards. I'm checking maybe even 4, and it's going to be enough for Dubuque Senior. And Dubuque Senior will start with the 1st and 10, ball on the City High 49-yard line. And in motion for Dubuque Senior, number 33. And really not a whole lot there for Dubuque Senior.
They would have been better off pitching the ball to Charlie Benda, but they tried that inside handoff again to Dave.
2nd down and 8. Ball on the 47-yard line. 2nd quarter score, City High 28, Dubuque Senior 0.
Just for their morale, they would just love to score some points. Dubuque Senior would, just to go in halftime with some points on the board.
And the ball just a little too far out of the hands for Dubuque Senior. It was Taylor Herbst, John, and it just not a whole lot of reach. And all those factors makes it 3rd down and 8. Ball on the 47-yard line. 2:03 on the clock, stuck at it until this play starts. And in shotgun formation, it's Dubuque Senior. And Herbst is going to keep it all the way. The quarterback's going to run, and he's not going to get enough. And City High defense ate him up.
Copel on the tackle. I think we've heard that name quite a bit this evening. Very aggressive.
Minute 30 on the clock as it melts down left here in this first half. City High's offense going to have another chance as Dubuque Senior going to punt it away. And this one they're going to let go. Little Hawks do. And looks like the ball is going to end up within the 20-yard line, maybe about the 12 or 13 when it's all said and done. With a minute 15 on the clock, it's going to be Iowa City High with that. And, the halftime, we're going to announce the king and the queen and all that fun stuff. As City High is going to have the ball. Nice pass from Kennedy. Kennedy gets it off, and he passes it off. And, boy, they got it into the hands of number 83. And for whatever reason, I don't have that in front of me.
I guess they're not continuing.
During the play, holding on the red team, 10-yard penalty, replay the down.
Nice job. Minute 6.
Deep in your own territory, instead of just downing the ball, you pass the ball. You can never have too many points in high school sports, and put some more pressure on this defense of Dubuque Senior.
28-0. City High Little Hawks, 1st and 10 on their own 12, and they'll pass it off. They'll get a completion, and that one might even be a 1st down as the City High football team, and this looked like about the 23-yard line, so about a 12, 13-yard play. And just like that, City High, another 1st down, 1st and 10 on the 23.
City High has all their timeouts remaining here in this first half.
And Little Hawks, a flag thrown, but they come up with a catch. It was a nice catch there by City High, number 81, Ben.
Brent Jen.
And Brent Jen, this one might be wasted because there's another penalty on the City High Little Hawk football team.
During the play, holding on City High, replay the down as they're going to take the yardage here, obviously, to get them pushed back again. 37 seconds to play in the first half. And, I just like the way that Coach Sabers has coached this called this first half for City High on their offensive plays in this first half.
Very aggressive offense, very aggressive defense this evening.
And it's amazing how City High, 36 seconds on the clock. I mean, really, take away a few of these penalties, and they'd be in the middle of the field right now. But just not the 3-yard line with the 1st and 10. Got 36 seconds left here in this first half. And City High.
Looks like they're going to mark it, what, the 12-yard line or so?
Yeah, that's what I think. I think they're going to move them back even further. That's what I thought.
10 yards from where the penalty occurred. It happened on the 23, so now it's back.
And
Dr. Ben over here, huh?
Yeah, Dr. Ben, is he going to be okay?
I think he'll be just fine.
All right, City High Little Hawks. Kennedy's going to get the ball. He's going to pass it up the middle. He's got a guy open. It's Grenko. He's got the ball. He's up to the 45, 43-yard line on Dubuque Senior's side with 25 seconds to go.
You can before the end of this half. Take advantage of the porous Senior defense.
And it's Kennedy setting up a play. Another first down. Not quite, maybe 9 yards. City High trying to get out of bounds.
Timeout here.
And the timeout is called. 12 seconds on the clock. City High got 9. That brought him up to about the maybe 30. Then the Nickelodeon's Bob Dane, our City High wrestling announcer.
Good family, too.
Oh, boy. The Danes all up here tonight. I saw quite a few of them down there. I saw Uncle John and Allie down there. I know. I'm sure there's plenty more. As City High trying to come up with a play down the field. They try to find number 22 and Phil Kenny, Ben, but just
some positive yards. Maybe you could set up a last play field goal.
Win not much of a factor. 6 on the clock. As Kennedy's going to throw it down the field. He's got a guy open. Grenko.
Timeout.
He's got to get it
out.
He's not going to get a catch. He's not going to get a catch. He had that ball right in his hands and just kind of flipped it up, and it was Dubuque Senior and number 33 just popped just at the very end, and it wasn't enough. And just at the very last second, got that ball knocked away. And so City High will set up one more play. This one has to go in the end zone or maybe a penalty. Otherwise, this first half is over. And they're going to pass it up the middle. Not going to happen. As the City High Little Hawk, it was Kennedy. He was trying to find number 82 for the Little Hawk, Scott Knight. And Knight didn't even have a chance at it. And that is going to do it. That is the end of this first half. City High dominating Dubuque Senior on homecoming.
We're good. The score, 28-0 at half.
And City High, Ben, just looks solid, and we'll get you caught up on all the stats. But first, the kickoff as we start out this second half. And the City High Little Hawks have the ball, and they're going to run up the field, get it up to about the 25-30. You get it up to about the 36, about the 30-yard line when it's all said and done. And a nice job there for the Little Hawks and Andrew Taylor.
Andrew Taylor did a good job picking that ball up and going forward with it.
And tackled by Tim Slade.
5 times with 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's exactly it. And, boy, Ryan Kennedy for the City High Little Hawks, their quarterback, really did a great job as he now hands it off, gets it off into the hands of number 22, Phil Kinney. Kinney runs it up, gets about 12, maybe 13, 14 yards, and a first down for City High.
And a tackle by Chad Finn, who made a shoestring tackle. Otherwise, it would have been another big gain for City High.
11:45 on the clock, just getting underway here in this second half with your score, City High 28 and... well, Dubuque Senior 0, John.
And Dubuque Senior statistics at the first half, 2 first downs.
That's all you can say.
That's all I can say. That's the best I can come up with for Dubuque Senior.
Exactly. And we'll start up another play. City High 1st and 10 on the 39-yard line on their side. So they got a little ways to go here. And a handoff up the middle. Nice job by the fullback getting just a few yards. It's Tyson Worth.
And a tackle made by Charlie Benda. He's had a lot of tackles in this ball game for the Rams.
And Ben, it looked like Worth just tried to scratch a few up there.
Yeah, kind of different from the start of the game here. They've run the ball a little bit more than when they started to pass, so possibly they're going into more of a run mode this second half.
28-0. City High on top. It'll be 2nd and 9. Ball on the 41. As Kennedy sets up, gets behind Nate Mueller, and he pitches it off, gets it over to Phil Kinney. Kinney's at the 40. Kinney's at the 40. Check it up to about the 50-yard line, and a nice job there by Phil Kinney coming up with about 9, maybe 10 yards. and could be another first down for the City High Little Hawks.
Very excellent blocking once again as he was running that ball to the right. Very good, strong defense allowed him to get up the field and out of bounds without basically being touched.
And a first down.
And tackled by Chad Finn on the outside.
John, can you get it caught up on that baseball score? What do we got?
Yeah, with the man on first for Florida, bottom of the 6th inning, it's Chicago 2, Florida 1, tying run on.
Ooh. All right, City High Little Hawks set up a play. It's 1st and 10. Ball on exactly the 50-yard line, and Kennedy will hand it off. He gets it to Kinney. Kinney's trying to bounce around, gets up maybe 1, maybe 2 yards, worked it on the near side, just not a whole lot there, and a good job by Dubuque Seniors and, well, their defense, John.
Yeah, Chad Finn was the first one to make contact, but it was 4 or 5 other Rams on the tackle. And so Dubuque Senior now having a lot of their linemen up on the line of scrimmage. This would be a perfect time to throw the ball down the field if you're City High.
2nd down, 8. Ball on the 48 on the Dubuque Senior side. 10-11 on the clock left here in this 3rd quarter. City High up 28-0. And Kennedy, he'll pass it, actually just kind of pitch it over to Kinney. And really not a whole lot there, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. And that's all it will be as Dubuque Senior once again kind of read that play. And City High will have a 3rd and 8.
Tackled by Chris Holman for the Rams, and it's 3rd and long for City High.
So it needs to continue along with their aggressive frontline play. They're kind of letting up a little bit. They need to continue what they did in the first half.
And the City High Little Hawk offense gets ready to go. They'll be in shotgun formation right next to old Ryan Kennedy is Tyson Worth. He'll block as Worth's going to pass. He's got number 14. And he's up the middle, and it's City High there on the move. Joel Rocca. Rocca works it on up, and man, did Rocca get a nice pass right to him, and he got a whole lot of yards, and it's another first down for the City High Little Hawk football team.
It's Rocca's first catch this evening.
Nice job by Rocca, and it was a whole lot of yards, John.
Yeah,
Great play.
Derek Frost made the tackle 21 yards down the field, and it's another big gain on a 3rd down play for City High, and they are driving again inside Dubuque Seniors 30.
And the ball sets up on the 28, 1st and 10, Little Hawks. It's Kennedy. He hands it off to Kinney. Kinney's up the middle. Kinney's got room. Kinney's still on his feet. Kinney's going to make it all the way. Touchdown, Kinney. 28 yards for a touchdown.
And he broke a tackle from Jeff Hyatt around the 15-yard line. Those strong legs of Kinney kept her going, and he gets the score and another touchdown for Phil Kenny.
Excellent offensive protection running right down the field, but you have to give him credit. He stayed on his feet, and he progressively went right into the end zone.
28 yards.
Wow, 34 for Little Hawks, 0 for Dubuque Senior. Man, did Kenny keep moving those legs, and he was able to find that balance as number 33 in Alex Fisher makes the extra point. 35-0. Let's go ahead and take a 30-second timeout. When we come back, it's more high school football. City High 35, Dubuque Senior 0. 3rd quarter on 1630 KCJJ. Right now at this point, boy, Kinney, he is just absolutely doing a great game here tonight. And, boy, if he keeps it up, he's going to be fighting right along with Mr. Kennedy for that top spot, Ben.
On all cylinders, second half, completely opposite from the beginning. They went to the run, 5 runs with 1 pass, and same effect, a touchdown for the Little Hawks.
And City High will kick it off, and doing so is going to be Matt Maynard. And Maynard kicks it off, and Dubuque Senior is going to have to deal with the live ball, and it just barely goes into the end zone.
That might have touched the chalk on the goal
I got to
line.
wonder how close that was for being another City High touchdown, as Little Hawks jumped on that ball, but apparently the referee says it did go in the...
And it got the job done by inches.
And so City High on the defense as Dubuque Senior's offense tries to get something going, but there was not a whole lot there as Taylor Herbst, John, just nothing.
Yeah, he tried the fake inside handoff, kept it, and tried to run around his right side, and nothing, as that City High's defense just swarmed all over Herbst on the
City
play.
High's defense is exactly doing that. They're beating Senior right off the ball, right off the bat, getting in that backfield very quickly.
8:34 on the clock. 2nd and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line. Dubuque Senior sets up play. Shotgun formation. Taylor Herbst. And he's going to quickly hand it off. And nope, he's going to keep it. And another quarterback keeper. Going to get a little more room here, but not a whole lot of yards. It'll be 3rd down. Maybe getting about 4 or 5 is my guess here at this point with 8:12 on the clock. And give him about 5. maybe 6, 5 or 6.
Joel Rocco with the tackle, grabbed him by the jersey and just pulled him down.
Big third down for Senior. They needed just a first down to get out of this hole, or they're going to have to give the ball up, and City High's going to have great field position again.
Put the ball on the 26-yard line of Dubuque Senior. 3rd down and 4 on the 26. 7:47 on the clock left here in this third quarter. Big 3rd down, Dubuque Senior. Herbst will have it from the shotgun, and they'll pass it off, and City High make it a stop. I don't think he has enough. It's a little close. It's kind of blocked away from our view as it's right against the City High football team where they're all lined up, and it is not going to be enough. They're about 3 yards short, and just like that, another punt.
Tyson Worth right on top of him when he caught that ball. He went down immediately.
Yeah, Senior this year, they've been shut out twice. They were 50-pointed in the opening game against Cedar Falls, and they were shut out a couple weeks ago against Dubuque Wahlert. They do not want to be shut out again. They're only averaging 7 points on offense, and 35 they're giving up on defense.
And back for City High.
Joel Rocca and Mullenbrook up. They both downside.
And looks like Mullenbrook's going to get the ball. It is Mullenbrook. He's up to about the 50-yard line, still on his feet. 2 penalty flags fall as Mullenbrook falls down right at about the 50-yard line. And you're right, Ben. Two of the players, both Rocca and Mullenbrook, didn't know who was going to pick up that ball. But Mullenbrook took it and got up to the 50. But, man, they put 2 flags out there in a big old hurry. And my guess is it's going to be a face mask. And that's exactly what it is. John?
Yeah, that's here we go. During the return, face mask on the defense. That's a 15-yard penalty. First down, City High.
That's nice. He did a nice job.
I
do you
gotta
think,
give it to him. He sounds very much
I
like
think he ought to put some
announcer.
stripes on
Do
him.
you think Nick Mullenbrook learned those moves from his dad?
There's
As
no
he
question
danced
about it.
around down there? It looked like Fred Astaire dancing down
Yeah,
there.
I've seen Terry Mullenbrook and his lovely wife. You know, they do that foxtrot.
Is that right? Is that where they learned it from?
And the
Because,
waltz
they
and
were
all that. Yeah.
Nice,
Exactly.
quick feet down there by Nick Mullenbrook.
In the rumba.
Great field position again for City High.
Exactly. And City High will quickly hand it off. They'll get it over into the hands of number 37, Andrew Taylor. And Taylor and his small frame came up with just a few yards, but enough to make it about 7.
Got a new
on the
quarterback
carry.
in the game as well. Keaton Jones at quarterback, I believe.
Yeah, let's check and see who they got in there now. And with that 35-0 score, I anticipate as well we will see a whole lot of new players come on into the ball game. And I think that's DJ, isn't it? Yeah, that's DP. I mean, DP Iman. DP Iman. And no, you're right, Ben. It is Keaton. I was thinking it might be Iman in there, but not the case. As you're exactly it. Right. Keaton Jones is the quarterback in there for the Little Hawks. And another handoff onto the near side here for Andrew Taylor.
Yeah, I think we're trying to get some people in here for this homecoming game as well. The game seems to be getting a little out of hand. See some new players in this game.
6:06 on the clock.
Tackled by Derek Frost. And City High, they have a couple big games come up. 2 weeks they have to play one of the top teams in the Midwest in Cedar Rapids, Washington. So there's no reason to get any of your key players injured in this ball game. It's already out of hand. You just want to keep your key players healthy.
And looks like it's Iman handing it off, gets it up to Taylor, and just like that, right when we're ready to see Taylor get up into inside the 10-yard line, 2 more yellow flags fall out, and we'll see what the call is. Maybe a holding on City High. John?
During the run, holding on the offense, 10 yards from the spot. Repeat the down.
Nice. Very nice. Wow. That kind of negates that nice run, and the old Zebras will walk the other way.
Yeah, you got to let these kids play down there. Let them play. But the defense of Dubuque Senior, their tackles are not very good right now. They're wearing down. Their hands are like rubber, and their legs are just not getting to the ball as quickly as they'd like to. How can you blame them? They've been on the field most of this ball game.
All right, we're ready to start play. 5:28 on the clock. First down, 15 to go on the Dubuque Senior 24-yard line for the City High Little Hawks. And they're going to pass it off. And, man, that one was close. Could have got picked off, but City High comes up with a nice catch there.
Alex Smith with the catch. That was Keaton's first pass of the evening.
And tackled by Jeff Hyatt. Hyatt's made a lot of tackles for this Dubuque Senior game tonight.
Yeah, Keaton Jones really comes into this ball game from what a great game by Ryan Kennedy. And Jones, the 11th grader, 5'11", 187 pounds. 4:56 on the clock left here in this third quarter. City High's up 35-0, and it's second down and 9. Little Hawks with the ball. And with it, it's Jones. Jones will hand it off, kind of flips it over to Taylor, and Taylor's up the room, and what's he get about? Boy, he's real close
Inside
there.
the 5.
I think he's got a first down, too, and he certainly does, and that's going to be a first and about 3 more yards to go for a touchdown, once again, for City High.
Oh, you can't. Everything's going wrong for Senior right now. One of the defenders fell down on the way to him, so once again, everything is going City High's way.
Yeah, 15-yard run that time as Charlie Benda saved a touchdown for the time being. But City High just ran that ball on the left side of their line, and they had a convoy going down the field.
4:39 on the clock. It is a first and, 3. Goal to go, and City High up the middle, makes it look easy, and coming up with the touchdown, Tyson Worth, the fullback. And man, oh man, did he have a nice hole, 3 yards, no problem whatsoever. And City High has another touchdown. And right now, your score, 41 for the Little Hawks. Dubuque Senior, 0. And very well could be another point as coming in to kick that extra point. Going to be old Matt Maynard for City High. And Maynard ready to set up. And let's see what happens. See if they can keep it on to 42. Nope, going to be a fake.
They want to get that 43 and then get the easy 7.
Absolutely, and they got a guy. That is not going to happen. And like that, this score is going to remain 41 for the Little Hawks, 0 for Dubuque Senior with 4:36 on the clock left here in this third quarter. We'll take a 30 of Sterno and
John Knoll.
And John Knoll. They get the night off here tonight. Normally, if they're not there, Sooner Man, he takes care of things. He's off in Vegas. And so they brought the basketball crew here. Of course, Team Nugent will be covering high school basketball right here on 1630 KCJ. This is our first high school football game, obviously. Yes, Iowa City High will kick it off, and not much there for Dubuque Senior, John.
Yeah, Jeff Hyatt, he started running the ball up the field and said, I better get out of bounds before I end up on a stretcher. And he ran out of bounds and saved himself from getting tattooed down there on the field.
I think City High's defense will do that lately tonight. They've been showing quite a bit of strength tonight.
Yeah, it's been just one-sided ball game tonight. Senior, just a young ball club out there, and they're taking it hard on the chin tonight.
41-0.
Yeah, they're in danger of being shut out for the 3rd time this year.
And Dubuque Senior will get things started on their own 19, 1st and 10, and they made City High move. I don't know. We'll see. Looked like City High moved, but they're going to say Dubuque Senior moved a little bit earlier than that. And, John, the call.
The call on the field?
Yes.
False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay the down.
Nice job. And it'll be 1st and 15. Ball will be placed on the 14-yard line.
Yeah, you don't want to start 1st and 15 from your own 15.
Nope, not a good sign. As Herbst will have it, he'll quickly pass it off, and they'll make a completion. They'll get it up into about the inside the 30-yard line. I don't think it'll be enough for a first down, but it was a nice play by Dubuque Senior.
It was a nice first down play. A nice pass down there to Jeff Hyatt, and he picked up about 8 yards on the play. So now it's a more manageable second down play, so it'll be 2nd and about 7.
Andrew Taylor on the tackle for City High.
And it'll be 2nd down, 7 to go after that penalty. They gain 8 on it.
4 receivers.
To the 23.
4 receivers for the Rams.
And they're going to try.
Ain't going to work.
Try a fake handoff, and the quarterback keeper and City High's defense all over that one. And that's going to be a loss of a few yards for Herbst. And Dubuque Senior push them back. They'll have about 11 or 12 to go here for a first down.
Yeah, they look like a swarm of bees on a mushy apple on that play.
And with the tackle, Eric Mitchell did a good job of pulling him down.
I just got to stop. Like a swarm of bees on a mushy apple. Now, you're not going to hear that every day. That's not something Dolphin's going to put together.
That's right. He's got his own individual delivery.
You know, if we were Dolphin right now, we'd have to get a Budweiser commercial
or
at this point.
Taste of cheese or something.
Yeah, some kind of cookies barbecue sauce. I don't know. Man, there's
Outback,
more advertising
playback,
interruptions than there is football. And a little shovel pass by Dubuque Senior. And this one still on the move, but not going to be enough. They kind of shoveled it over to Dave Fessler from Herbst to Fessler, and it just was read well by Iowa City High enough where maybe they gained 5, but it's still going to be about 4th down and about 6 to go. And like that, once again, another stop for the City High defense. Great job by the Big D.
Yeah, Joel Rocca was doing a good job, and then Sean Husseini came in to help him finish it off.
Nice job by City High once again with 2:37 on the clock left here in this third quarter. City High is up big, 41-0 for homecoming 2003. And once again, Dubuque Senior going to punt it away, and this time, let's see who's going to catch it. Number 88, that is
Matt Menard.
Yeah, Maynard comes up with the catch. Nice job there from the punt, and maybe gets about 3 or 4 yards. That's all he's going to find, but works it up into Dubuque Senior territory at about the 49-yard line. Nice punt there by Dubuque Senior, John.
Yeah, that time Luke Kalb had a nice line drive kick, and that time it was good defense by about 7 linemen for Dubuque Senior on the tackle. So City High starting about the 49-yard line.
And, looking at that baseball score, John, Cubs rallying here.
Yeah, Cubs have a 2-1 lead, top of the 7th, 2 outs. Eric Karros up at bat, bases loaded. So game situation in the Cubs game tonight.
1st and 10, ball in the 49, City High Little Hawks with it. And they're going to run up the middle. It's Taylor. Taylor getting a few yards, and a nice job. Maybe about, check it, looks like about 4 or 5, I think, when it's all said and done, and that's where they're going to mark it with 2:05 on this clock. 2nd down and 5, ball on the 44. Nice job there, Ben, by Taylor.
Yeah, they're just progressively running that ball down their throat. They have nothing else to really do except get that ball downfield, going right along against a listful senior defense.
Good fundamental tackle that time by Derek Frost.
Win at 46 on the clock. 2nd down and 5, ball on the 44. And City High's Jones, Keaton Jones, will be behind the center. He'll fake handoff. No, will hand it off, and they'll try to work it up the middle. They had Greg Lala, the 11th grader, and about 6 foot tall. He muscled his way up and very close to a City High first down. Looks like they're going to mark it 3rd down and about a yard, maybe. Nope. Yep, about 3rd down. No, now they're going to say first down.
Yeah,
that's what I thought. It was real close, but the main referee, he came up and said, you know what? That's a first down, my friends, and that is what they are going to call it. So City High, 1st and 10. They'll be on the Dubuque Senior 39-yard line with 1:21 left here in this third quarter. City High up big, 41-0, and they'll hand it off to Taylor. Taylor spins around, works his way up, gets about 6, and boy, nice job there by Taylor, Ben.
Breaking some tackles. I saw him break at least 2 tackles on that play. City High really no need to pass, so running up the middle seems to be the key.
And we're under a minute left here in this third quarter. Against City High up big, John.
Yeah, Joe Bird's on the tackle, so now it's a 2nd and 6, or 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4.
And the City High Little Hawks set up play. 2nd down, 4 to go. Ball on the 33-yard line of Dubuque Senior. It's Jones. He hands it off, kind of pitches it back, and there is absolutely nothing there. And it's going to be a loss of maybe 2 or 3 on for the Little Hawks.
Well, you haven't said that very often tonight. A loss on the play for City High.
Yeah.
As Charlie Benda got in between that offensive line and made a nice tackle about 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So one of the few plays that Dubuque Senior could brag about tonight.
And we're ready to start another play. 3rd down and 8. Ball on the 37-yard line. Little Hawks got about 10 seconds to go left here in this third quarter. I don't know. Yep, I think they're going to get her off. They do. And this will be the last play of the third quarter as Jones going to set up a pass. He's got a guy open. It's Messiah. And he comes up with a touchdown. Messiah Tutson. Call it Tutson. Messiah Tutson comes into the ball game. And Messiah comes up with a big touchdown pass by, Keaton Jones.
Could he just stand back there and wait for the ball to pop into his hands? Those defenders were just way behind him once again.
Right in the end zone, John, and a great pass.
Yeah, that was a great pass. It was 38 yards down the field, and there was about 35 of them in the air. A great pass, and another touchdown, 47, and
it looks like Maynard's going to put up and put it in.
48.
And make it 48 for City High, 0 for Dubuque Senior, and that is the end of this third quarter. And we will take a break as well. We'll take a minute timeout when we come back. It's more high school football. We'll see if we can get the 50-point rule on 1630 KCJJ. It's number 22. He's got a hole. He's got some room, works it past the 30, and he'll get stopped near the 40-yard line. for Dubuque Senior.
Jeremy Heffel on the nice run up the middle of the field and give him about 35 yards on the
Late
run.
flag came in.
No, I disagree with that call. The player was already in the air, basically with everybody else in the pile, and that ref just threw it right in the middle.
And they're going to call a personal foul on Iowa City High, and that's going to cost them 15 yards. Brother John?
First down.
Nice job.
You know, I disagree with that referee.
Yeah, the officials
you
are
did.
just trying to keep this game clean and give them a lot of credit down there. They've done a pretty good job tonight.
We'll do our best to talk about some brand new players in for the Iowa City High Little Hawk football team, and see lots of brand new players in there, but not at quarterback for Dubuque Senior. They've got Herbst up there, and Herbst's going to have a quarterback keeper, and he maybe get maybe 1, maybe 2 yards. That's all that's there.
6 touchdowns and 6 two-point conversions, and we got a tie ball game.
City, looks like the Cubs, John, couldn't get anything in the 7th there, so
Bottom of the 7th. Florida has a man on first, no one out, and
Mullins and Botembi were on the tackles there for City High.
yeah, we're talking baseball over here.
Yeah. I see that. I think we have a game ahead of us still.
I know it, but
Nothing.
I know, but it's 2-1. Okay, here we go. At 11:12 on the clock, 48 for City High, 0 for Dubuque Senior. Second down and 8, all in the 44.
Senior just wants to get on the board. That's what their goal is right now.
Absolutely, as Herbst avoids a sack behind, and now he's going to carry the ball, and he's going to get up to maybe a first down. He certainly has it after 3rd, 4th efforts, and Taylor Herbst will come up with the first down, maybe a gain of about 10 or maybe 11 yards, and that's all they needed when it was all said and done, and it is a first down for Dubuque Senior on the, looks like about the, 32, 33-yard line. On the City High side. So Dubuque Senior starting to drive, Ben.
Pat Griffin narrowly missed sacking him back there, but just couldn't get around, and he was able to get out to the right side.
I believe that's the first down of the second half for Senior. 3 in the ball game.
48-0, and boy, the score certainly reflects it. And as Dubuque Senior comes up with a nice run there, that was number 33, and Charlie Benda. And Benda, we haven't called his name out a whole lot tonight, but he did a nice job getting the ball up. And an injured player down on the field, now slowly getting up, is Dubuque Senior's punter and pretty much every other kind of player. Yeah, Luke Kalb
He
plays
looks
a
like
little
a
bit of
tough
everything.
ball player. It's going to take a lot more than that to get him out of this ball game.
He plays tight end. He plays.
I think he's played every play of this
I think
ball
he
game.
has. Yeah, exactly. All right, we'll start up another play. Second down and 5. Ball in the 28 on the City High side. As Dubuque Senior has it. 9:53 on the clock left here in this ball game. Dubuque Senior running it up the middle. Once again, it's Charlie Benda, the 5'10 junior, 175-pounder, works his way up the field. And he's got another first down with a gain of about 6. And like that, Dubuque Senior now adds another first down, and it's 1st and 10 with the ball on about the... looks like about the 21-yard line.
And Benda's slow to get up. He's going to make his way over to the sideline as the official called timeout for injury timeout. But it looks like Charlie's all right. And I believe this is the first time tonight that Dubuque Seniors put 2 first downs together on a drive.
And Sean Husseini for the tackle. I'd like to say hi to his parents, Shelley and Moji. I'm sure they're anxiously watching this game.
Absolutely. Looks like Florida, John, trying to get some runs, aren't they?
Yeah, they have 2nd and 3rd now, 1 out in the bottom of the 7th.
Wow.
So tying run just 90 feet away.
Exactly. As Dubuque Senior works it up the field, and looks like that time it was number 22, Jeremy Heffel. Heffel coming up with a nice run, gets about 2 or maybe 3 yards, and like that, 2nd down, 7. Ball on the City High 22. Dubuque Senior trying to get their first score of the night.
To get back in this ball game, they've got to hurry up this offense a little bit.
Merritt Graves, the tackle for City High. A lot of different names on that City High defense right now, but they need to hold them.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the will, the test of getting your 2nd and 3rd stringers in there, see if they can make a stop. But Dubuque Senior really driving on him right now, and a nice pass. They work it down and get it in the hands of Jeff Hyatt. And a nice pass there by Taylor Herbst to Hyatt. And just like that, about the gain maybe of about, looks like 4 or 5, and that makes it 3rd down and about 1, maybe 2 to go. 3rd down and 2 is the official mark as the ball's on the City High 13-yard line. 8:27 on the clock left here in this ball game as Dubuque Senior trying to set up and get a touchdown here, and at least get a score. As Herbst will get a quarterback keeper, he'll work it all the way up, and I think he had enough for a first down. and we'll see where the officials mark it. But it looked like he had enough, and they are moving those markers. And like that, Dubuque Senior gets another first down. Finally, have put a drive together. It took City High second and third stringers to come in for Dubuque Senior to finally get a drive to put together, John.
And they are looking pretty good right now. The Senior showing some toughness down there, just showing a lot of pride and trying to get some points on the board.
As Dubuque Senior setting up another play, it's first down and 10 on the about the 10-yard line. Looks like they have a chance to get a first down. It would be just inches from the goal line for a first down. So the ball just outside the 10-yard line. First and 10, Dubuque Senior as Herbst. He's going to try to pass. He's got a guy open. Touchdown. Dubuque Senior finally scores. Nice pass from Herbst over to Paul Simon. And Simon really wide open, John, on the City High side there.
Yeah, that was a quick pass to Hyatt's left, and threw that about 5 yards out, and then it was all Paul Simon, the singer or the senator. Which one?
Yeah, I don't know, but if it's singer or the senator or the football player, at least one of them knows how to catch a ball.
Yes, that's right. And Paul Simon, let's see how tall he's 6. He's 5'9", 165 pounds, and a junior.
I don't see Garfunkel on here at all, though. So I'm guessing it's not the singer. I don't see any of the U.S. senators.
And
so
they're going to try for the extra point.
Extra point as looks like Kalb will come in. And Luke Kalb puts it up, puts it in, and it is 48-7 with 7:42 on the clock left here in the ball game. We'll take a 30-second timeout. When we come back, it's more fourth quarter action. Iowa City High up big on Dubuque Senior on 1630. KCJ. 148 for City High, 7 for Dubuque Senior. Listening to 1630 KCJJ. Team Nugent along with Seattle Ben. And, checking over that Cubs score, John, the Marlins really putting something together.
Yeah, they have just tied the ball game at 2-2 with the man on third, 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th.
And looks like Iowa City
High. Ball?
It is going to go out of bounds. Says Dubuque Senior ready to kick it off, and they kicked it off, and the ball was at the 10, and then kind of scooted up, and then it didn't know if it was going to go out of bounds. 5-yard line, 48-7 the score, 7:42 on the clock left here in the ball game. And for City High, it's old number 12. That's Keaton Jones. And Jones ready to take the play, and looks like City High, John, did a little movement there. And we'll see who that is on, and that's exactly it. Let's hear the call.
Dead ball. False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty.
The zebra stripes on. And
do that. Put the white hat, a painter's hat on.
Yeah, call up Gilpin, and you'd be all set. All right, City High ready to take a play, and after that 5-yard loss, it was first down and 15, and Andrew Taylor got about 5 of it back, and that makes it now second down, maybe call it 9, second and 9 on the 36-yard line.
Another RBI single, so Florida now leads 3-2.
And so City High School on the offense, second down and 9 on the 36. And Little Hawks will pitch it away, and Andrew Taylor's got some room. He's got up the middle. He's up to about the 50-yard line, call it 47 on the City High side. And that will be enough for a City High first down. Nice pitch there, Ben, from the quarterback over to their running back.
That's right. He proceeded exactly where he should have, right on the right side. There was a massive hole on.
By Keaton Jones, pitched it off over to Andrew Taylor, and that's all it took. And John, the defense for Dubuque Senior, just not there.
Not there on that play, as it was City High with the nice aggressive run.
And Little Hawks trying to get a few more plays as they try to melt that clock down. And a nice job by the Little Hawks and Greg Lala getting the handoff there. He works it up to about 8 more, maybe call it 10 altogether. And they're going to call another City High first down.
Great running by City High running backs tonight. They've kept their feet moving all night long, and they've gained probably 2 or 3 yards on every carry just by keeping their feet moving.
And with 6:29 on the clock, your score 48 for City High, Dubuque Senior 7. As City High School has the ball, it's first down and 10 on the Dubuque Senior side on the 43-yard line. And Jones will pitch it over to Taylor. Taylor trying to find something. Not much there. Now he works his way back, and it is still going to be a loss when it's all said and done. And Andrew Taylor that time just could not find any running room. Kind of stopped for a second, and that's all it took for the Dubuque Senior defense to work their way up and call it about a 3-yard loss. And with that, it's now second down and 13 to go on the City High, about the 45-yard line, as City High starting to bring out some players and bring in some new players. And they got a real special player out there right now And good to see old number, what is that, 36 out there?
Ted Isom.
Yep. He's kind of the Rudy out there for City High.
Yep, he's got the crowd on their feet. They want to give him the ball. Oh, he might have jumped a little early.
Yep, did jump just a little bit early on the timing. Wasn't enough, and they're going to call a City High penalty on that one. 48-7 the score, 5:27 on the clock. Whistle's blown. John, let's hear the call.
False start, number 36 on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay the down.
He
Got the
even
number
added
that
the- yeah,
time.
he
Got
added
the number that
Yeah,
time.
he,
Even though in high school,
I was
Good. Appreciates the idea of having somebody in there that would go in and just do
give him
the
another
best
chance.
job they can do.
Give him another chance.
I hope they do. And now City High trying to find somebody open, and they do. And it's a nice catch there. They work their way back at about 6 yards on the play as City High gets the ball up into the hands of Alex Smith.
Jeremy
nice pass for
Heffel on the
Jones, 3
defense.
for 3 in this game.
Jeremy Heffel on the defense.
Yeah, nice play. And they're
they're
going to
gonna
go,
go.
aren't they? They
Both
got the
teams.
ball, yeah.
Both teams with all their timeouts. 5 minutes to play in the ball game. 4th and 9.
And we'll see what happens here. City High going on 4th down. They'll just hand it up the middle, and there's just absolutely nothing there. They got the ball up in the middle into the hands of Josh Nelson. But Nelson just didn't find anything up the middle. And City High concedes the 4th down. And like that, it will be Dubuque Senior and a 1st and 10 on their own 40-yard line.
City High's gone to a batch of different receivers this evening. 8 different receivers along with 5 different running backs been able to distribute the ball very evenly this evening.
And City High really just absolute domination as they bring in a few more non-starters to work on the defense as Dubuque Senior pretty much keeps up their first team pretty much still in there. Or this Dubuque Senior team trying to just come up with some good fundamental plays as this time it's another quarterback keeper. And Iowa City High said, ain't going to fool us this time.
Lala did a great job pursuing the quarterback, did not get faked out at all with that, and was on top of him really very, very fast.
Yeah, Lala's had a good ball game on both sides of the ball. He's made some good tackles. He's when he's gotten the ball on runs, he has been hard to bring down. Just a hard-nosed ball player down there for City High.
4:22 on the clock left here in the ball game. Iowa City High up on Dubuque Senior. Homecoming night here at Bates Field, 48-7. It's 2nd down and 9. Ball on the 41. Dubuque Senior as they have a little shotgun. It's Herbst. He's finding up the middle, and it's almost picked off, knocked away. And City High, good defense there, Ben.
Matt Maynard almost came up with that ball. He came across just about ready to pick it off. Didn't get quite.
Yeah, Jeff Hyatt on the trying to get that ball, but 2 defenders knocked the ball before Hyatt could get to it. And so just an incomplete pass. Now it's 3rd and long for the Rams.
4:05 on the clock left here in the ball game. 3rd down and 9. 41 is where the ball sits on the 41-yard line on the Dubuque Senior side. They have the ball, and the old Herbst here. He's going to try to come up with the pass, trying to find anybody open, and now the defense starting to close in. He holds on to it, decides to keep it, and he's driving. Maybe has a 1st down. Nice run. Got about 9 yards. And I think that's all they needed, and certainly it is. 1st down, Dubuque Senior, as City High's defense trying to close in. And they had him in the backfield, Ben.
They had him there. They just kind of let him go. But obviously at the same time, City High's been doing a good job covering the pass. But on that time, they just didn't quite corral him in time.
And it is a 1st down, 1st and 10 ball on the City High side on the 49-yard line with 3:43 now left here in the ball game. 48-7 the score. Dubuque Senior just trying to come up with something. Another little shovel pass as they passed it off and they got the ball in. Looked like it was Jeremy Heffel. Heffel coming up with the catch, if you will.
Yep, give it to Dave Fessler was the man with the ball. And so Fessler on the shovel pass gets about 5 yards. So 2nd down and 5 or 6. So we're getting down to about 3 minutes to go in this ball game. And it's been all City High tonight. They've led from start to finish.
And Dubuque Senior ready for another start here. 2nd down and 6. Ball on the 45. As Herbst will set up a play. Taylor Herbst, quarterback for Dubuque Senior. He's going to, just looks like, he is going to pass it off. He finds number 86. That was Chad Finn. And Finn, he did a nice job working himself up the middle. The ball was passed up right in the City High defense. And it was a good play. Good play.
Yeah, it looks like City High's playing that bend but don't break defense where they're going to let Senior have have the passes inside the hash marks, and Senior's just eating up the clock. They were taking about 30 seconds off each play, so now we're down to about 2.5 to play in this one.
2:34 in the clock left here in the ball game. 48-7. Dubuque Senior driving. They'll hand it off, and that one City High read pretty easily, and not a whole lot there as Herbst hand the ball off, and they're just, they got it over to, looked like Paul Simon maybe got the ball, and it just wasn't there.
Yeah, Paul Simon.
Maybe 2 yards.
Was just gang tackled that time. It took us a while to figure out who had the ball because there were so many red jerseys around him.
And it was a gain of 2. Second down, 8 to go. Ball on the City High side, 33-yard line.
Quite not sure why they're wasting all this time in between the plays. Quarterbacks all the way on the sidelines when the clock is running. They need to be moving a little faster.
Yeah, obviously this game's over, but it's sure interesting to see how they come up with good decisions as far as driving. And Herbst comes up with absolutely nothing. City High defense all over the place. It was number 77 in Nico Batemba. He was really going after the quarterback. He didn't come up with the sack, but City High certainly got one.
I think Griffin made the tackle. I also think there was some holding out there, but obviously this game is far away, so they're not going to call that the rest of this game.
Yeah, that was a loss of 7 on the play. So now it's 3rd and 15, and definitely a passing situation. So look for maybe Chad Finn on the maybe the pass going to Chad Finn on this one.
As Herbst will have the ball. Nope, decides to do a little draw play.
That ain't gonna work.
And absolutely nothing. As they get maybe 3, maybe 4 yards on the carry. It's number 25. That's Dave Fessler comes up with it. And it is 48 for City High, 7 for Dubuque Senior. We're under a minute left here in this ball game. And it is 4th down for Dubuque Senior. And they're going to say, what the heck, let's just go. They're on the 35-yard line. And Dubuque Senior will go for it on 4th down and just 42 seconds to go here in this ball game.
4 receivers, 4 Senior with 1 running back.
Taylor Herbst will try to work it down the field, and he finds, no catch. That ball was right there. It was right into the hands of Dubuque Senior, just didn't corral it, and that is an incomplete pass. They tried to get over to Chad Finn, John, just wasn't there, and City High's defense prevails, and like that, we are ready to start up play with just 30 seconds to go. City High's going to have the ball. And I don't know if they're going to get old Rudy in there anymore. Are they? No, doesn't look like it. Put him in the record book.
That'd be the last play of the game.
1 play. That's pretty neat. 48-7. City High is going to, hand it off, and they work it up there, and not much there for old Josh Nelson. And that should do it. I have a hunch that's going to be it for Iowa City High. And that is going to be it. With just 14 seconds to go, your final score as it winds down. City High, for their homecoming, sure made it pretty special for all the homecoming fans. There's old Garl McLaughlin, a good teacher up at City High. Boy, there's just so many neat faces up here that we see from the present and from the past as homecoming concludes with another giant victory for Iowa City High. We will talk a little bit about those stats. We'll talk about what's up ahead for the City High Little Hawk football team. You keep it right here after this 2-minute timeout. We are listening to City High football on number 1, 1630 KCJJ.
Hi, I'm Andy Knievel from Knievel Windows. If you're into remodeling your home...
About Linmar tonight, 19-0. City High coming off that shutout win over Iowa City West to win the Battle of the Boot. Little Hawks hosting Dubuque Senior tonight, and it was all City High early. Phil Kenny off right tackle for the 7-yard touchdown. The City High band and Kenny were just getting warmed up. This time he tries the left side. Plenty of room, and he dives in for the 14-0 lead. That had the hitman all excited. There he is. And Little Hawks jumped out to a 28-0 lead in the second quarter. The D comes up big, 6'5", future Hawkeye. Michael Sabers tips the pass, then picks it off. Races into the end zone for the touchdown, and City High big over Senior. Iowa City West on the road tonight.